Hey everyone, welcome back to The Hidden Brick, where today we're going to do part one of the build of the Lego Minecraft The Village. So this is one of the bigger Lego Minecraft sets. I think the mountain set that came out this year, 2017, is the largest Minecraft set to date. But before the mountain set, this one was the largest set at 1,600 pieces. Now this set came out in 2016. And this was one that I've had on my wish list since it originally came out. And I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to get it because it was just never going on sale. And this past year, in just a couple weeks ago for Black Friday, they had this 30% off at Amazon. So it's originally retails for $200. I was able to pick it up for approximately $150 once you include tax and shipping and whatnot. So a pretty good price on this. And I really wanted to get it because I've been picking up every single Lego Minecraft set since the theme was introduced. So there's some sets that came out towards the end of 2017 that I haven't picked up yet. And the 2018 sets all look fun, and I can't wait to pick all those up as well. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into this. Similar to a lot of the other Minecraft sets that we've built in the past, this one looks like it has modules. You can see there's a little picture here where it kind of shows everything broken down into separate little pieces. So we should expect kind of the same build experience as we've done the other Minecraft sets. So once again, if you want to see some more Minecraft build videos, there's a link down below for all of those videos. So we have a ton of bags in here, and it looks like we have them all numbered. So I can, there's bag one, kind of put these in numerical order so we can try to build them in some sort of organized fashion. Alright, so we have a bag 2, 5, 4, 3. Then we have this one bag that has just these large plates in it. It's an unnumbered bag. So I'm going to see, sometimes they put a perforation on here. Yep, looks like there is one there. So I'm just going to go ahead and dump all of those out because we'll probably eventually need most of them. And then our bag of instructions. Let's see how many instruction books are in here. Rip this open. So I like having the instructions in bags because it keeps them in pristine shape, so everything looks good. So you can see we have 2 instruction books. Now the first one is really big and thick. Looks like where we're going to build the majority of the set. And this is our book that shows you the alternate layouts for all of these different modules, and it kind of gives you a little cheat sheet there of what's going to be changing. So that's pretty cool that they give you kind of like almost an idea book that shows you what you can do. So let's go ahead and get right into bag number 1. And there's a lot of big parts in this bag. A lot of times when we do the Minecraft set, the first bags are all of the small little accessory pieces. But it appears we're going to be building a good amount of stuff. So now the first step shows that we're going to need a couple of these plates. So I'm going to go ahead and have those ready. And what I'm actually going to do is more or less sort these. Oh, it's not too bad. It's actually a bunch of the same size and color plate. It's all of these, the stack here. So we're going to keep those to the side until they call for them, and then we also have this tan 16 by 16 that we're also going to keep off to the side. All right. So let's jump into our first minifigure. We also have a brick separator. I'm going to throw that to the side with all my other brick separators. Oops. So our first minifigure is a villager. Pretty simple build. It's just the short legs. It's kind of like the Hobbit style legs. We have this unique molded piece that is only seen with the Lego Minecraft figures, and then also with the headpiece. It's a unique molded piece, especially for the villager, because it's got the big kind of Squidward style nose there. So that's our first villager. This looks like a cartographer. He's a villager that you can trade some paper and compass and books and other stuff like that, and get a map to the jungle or the forest temple, or the forest mansion. You can get a map to the forest mansions and a map to the ocean temple, I think is what it's called. So anyway, I've upped my Minecraft knowledge. When I first started building these sets, I was relying on my kids to help me with the understanding of what we were building. But about a year ago, I started actually playing some Minecraft. So I know a lot more about the sets and or the scenes, characters, everything else that we're building. Not saying I know it all. There's still things that I need help with. But I definitely feel that I can build these with a lot more knowledge than before. So we're kind of in a repetitive build. We're basically building 8 of these pieces. It's a 2x4 brown brick with the 2x2 green jumper tiles on it. Let's see, I have 7 built. So this is the last one. So we're good there. So with that being completed, we're going to bring over this plate. Move some of this off to the side just a bit so we can kind of see what we're building. And it looks like we're going to start our first module build. Got some sand here. This is like a medium, they either call it a medium nougat or a medium flesh. I can't always remember which one it is. And we have the same color treasure chest piece. And we're going to put these green studs in here. And these studs are going to represent the emeralds. So the emeralds are kind of a currency that the villagers use to trade with. So if you give them something that they're looking for, they'll give you some emeralds. And if they have something that you want, you usually have to pay them with some emeralds. So it's basically a trade currency for the villagers. So with that being done, we'll put that there. All right. Looks good so far. Next is this larger plate. Bring it over and set it there. Have an assortment of bricks. And we have 4 of these 2x2 brown bricks just stacked on top of each other. I have 5 more. that actually goes there. I had it in the wrong spot. No worries, we got it fixed up. And then we have this masonry profile brick, which will simply slide in right there. 2 jumper tiles, plate, and 2 of these 1x1 tall bricks. Alright, so next up we have jumper tile here, and we're going to basically make a little flower plant type piece. It actually doesn't have a flower, it has these green flower studs, but they're green, so it's just going to be a plant. Next up, plate with some jumper tiles on it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to put a, oops, this is a Eye of Ender printed tile. We have an apple. And we have a piece of iron. And right here, it looks like this is the map. So this is more or less our trading post. Now in the game, there's actually not like a trading post. You just have to find the villagers walking around, and you interact with them and do some trading. So you can be trading out in the middle of a field. You don't actually have to be at a little trading post. So there's a little, I guess, give and take with this set. I mean, they're going to give you the characters and the base to begin it with, but you more or less have to play with it how you will. So it may not match the game exactly, but we're just going to go with it. Alright, so we have 2 of these bricks here. A plate, bracket, a plate, and another plate that just hit the ground. Alright. Move my chair a little closer. Alright, so that looks good. Move that to the side for now. We have a sub build to do. Assortment of these green bricks. So there's a ton of like good sized bricks, like the 2x4s and bigger. There's an absolute ton of them in Minecraft sets. That's one of the reasons why the sets are a little bit expensive. It's one of the reasons why this one was probably expensive and wasn't going on sale for a while. Is you're getting a large mass of plastic. So in my opinion, even at $150, we're getting 1,600 bricks that are very large bricks. And then some of the small pieces are even pretty common pieces that I could see using in other builds. So it looks like this piece should be a different color. But anyway, I think it's worth the money, especially when it's on sale. There's a lot of Minecraft sets on sale right now on Amazon. Who knows when you're watching this video, it may or may not be. But definitely check them out, especially if you're into building large mocks or you need a lot of good size earth tone colored basic bricks. Then Minecraft sets are absolutely perfect for it. I haven't bought any duplicates. There's been some sets that have tempted me. But I'm at the point where I have so many bricks now, I really don't need to be spending any money on additional bricks. So I'm not. Alright, so we have a tree with a vine hanging down. And I'm curious where I used a brown 2x2 brick. It doesn't make sense to have that there. Anyway, we're just going to go with it. Let me see. Okay, I see what's going on. So we'll put this here, and this actually folds down and connects to that bracket piece that's on the side. So we'll put our little villager here. See his items up for trade. You have an eye of vendor, the map, the apple, and a piece of iron. We do have 4 extra pieces. It's kind of your small stuff. One of the cool extra pieces is one of these printed eye of vendor pieces. Cool. So that's it for bag number 1. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and move this out of the way and jump into bag number 2. Okay, so we have everything for bag number 2 dumped out, and basically creating our next module piece. We're going to start with these 2 plates, and we have them upside down because we're going to put some bricks on the underside. It's just some gray 2x2 bricks. These 2 slightly overhang because we're going to put the bright light green color plate there. And we have more. These pieces here. Another plate here. Now we have 2 of these from the bag that was unnumbered. We're going to do some 2x2 brown bricks. So the gray is representing probably the cobblestone. Brown is the dirt. Green is the grass. If you play Minecraft, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Okay, so turn this over and you can see we've kind of have this elevated platform now. We're going to attach some jumper tiles. 1, 2 there. There's a part call out at the beginning of each step. I typically don't use it unless it's a really complicated set. Now, I'm not saying that these are complicated sets, but sometimes with it being basic bricks, you can lose track of kind of what you have put on and what you haven't. So I'll let you kind of use your own judgment as far as if you want to use the part call out or not. All right, we have some what do they call it, panels there, some 1x1 bricks, another one of the long bricks with 2 more panels, except I can't find one. This will go here. This one will go here. And I have a panel that's hiding from me. I have a hidden brick. Let me check the bags, make sure. Yep, there it is. It's hiding because it's still left in the bag. So make sure you dump out all the parts from the bags. Okay, we're all good. 3 plates, tiles, and that. All right. I'm gonna do a jumper tile here. And we have an assortment of tiles going down here. Next up, we have 4 of these plates. It's kind of interesting the way that we made that platform. It's kind of hollow on the inside. I guess that saved some use of a lot of solid bricks to make that hollow structure. Okay, so next up is some other bricks. All of that looks good. See, regular brick, jumper tile, regular brick, regular brick. Jumper tile there and brick here. Now I'm just throwing stuff. I threw it at myself, it hit the floor. Brick, 2 1x1 to brown brick, 3 of these, 1 of these. We seem to be blowing through this portion of the build pretty quick. I guess when you're stacking large bricks, it goes pretty quick. Have all of that. Here's another 2x2. Alright, jumper tiles. So this is the portion of the village where they have a little pot of lava that's sitting off to the side. It's pretty common. Not very common. As playing the game, if I run across villages, I don't see the lava in too many of the villages, but I've seen it in some of them. Same with, like, each village has some villagers and not all the others. So, just depends on where you find the village. Like, I found a village once that had a villager that was a fisherman and would trade stuff for you for fishing gear. And then there's villages that have shepherds where they trade for sheep wool and other sheep related items. And then you run across another village and they don't have any of those particular villagers. They may have like a person that does armor stuff or a butcher. So every village is a little bit different. So to say the least, this set will not include all of the different villagers that you can potentially run into. Alright, so there's this little piece built up. And this will slide in right there. This little play feature piece that we've made. That 1x3. 2 of these masonry bricks and a brown 2x2. So we're going to do some masonry bricks here. The 1x3, 1x2, and our 1x1. We have a little section of iron fence. Go there. Okay, so we have glass windows. These are pretty common. Whenever I make my my structures, I usually use the glass window panes for the glass panes. And you use that, you take a glass block and you craft it to make it into window panes. So that's what I usually do. It helps because you don't have to make too much glass. You just make, 12 blocks of glass, and then it converts into, 32 or 48. The conversion factor is pretty high. You get a lot more glass panes out of a single block of glass. Alright, so here's the top portion of the lava fall piece. Still don't quite know what this is going to be. Alright, so we have a tile. I'll go all the way across here. And we're going to do a stack of 2x2 brown pieces there. And that completes bag number 2. All right, so let's see. I think we have, let's go ahead and move on to our third bag now. I think we have time. Okay, we have all of our bag 3 parts out, and we have our next minifigure. It's going to be Steve. And gonna find his head somewhere. There it is. He's gonna have a iron sword, no armor on his body. We've received Minecraft sets that have had body armor of some sorts, all the way from basic steel to diamond armor. Not in this case. This is unarmed Steve that just has a iron sword. And that's cool. It's good enough to get him going at the beginning of the game. I think if you delve deeper into the game, you're definitely going to need some armor just to help protect yourself from some of the mobs. So we have 2 of the stoves. This is where you can smelt some stuff or cook some food. That's our first one. Go ahead and do the next now. tile on there. Okay, so there's our 2 stoves. Move those to the side until they call for them. All right, so we're moving on to the next portions of this build. Start with some masonry bricks on top of the 2x2 bricks. Bring this back over. One there, one there. This nougat color is representing some wood. And see this detail in a lot of the villager houses where they have the little benches, and then they have a little table next to it. So that's what this is going to be. See that little table? And it's really aesthetic because even in the game you can't even sit at those benches. There's no sitting in the game. The only thing you can really do is lay down in a bed to go to sleep at night. But if you create any type of tables or chairs, they're just aesthetic and you can't do anything with them. And it's funny, you see those all the time in villages, and every time I'm walking around, more or less looting the village. That's kind of what I do. I trade a little bit with the villagers, but for the most part, I just steal everything they have in the village. I always see those benches and stuff, and it kind of makes me laugh because what are you gonna do with them? All right, so we're just continuing a few bricks across the top here. Couple of these plates and 5 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it shows this turned up. Two plates on the bottom of this tile. That will go there. Tile, tile, tile. Next we have this long plate. Put a plate, jumper tile, plate, another jumper tile, a couple of bricks, some more bricks, and even more bricks. These tall 1x with 2 more bricks to cap this whole thing off. Piece simply just goes right there. There's nothing holding it on. It's just sitting right on these tiles. You can see there's no studs there, so it's the perfect length and width to fit that wall panel, but nothing's holding it in place just yet. But it does look like we're going to create something to help hold it in place. Using these 1x plates. Couple longer plates there. These plates here. Keep bumping that, so I'm just going to move that to the side. Put put this on the table, help hold it in place. So we have these 6x6 tiles. These are pretty cool pieces. We don't see them too often. I struggle to find a good use for them, but they work for stuff like this. So we'll bring this piece back over, and it appears that we're going to... Wait a minute, let me back up a step. Oh no. Looks like I have... Looks like I have one of these pieces in the wrong spot. I'm gonna have to gently disassemble this ever so slightly. Try to fix this up. Okay, so we have everything fixed up. I basically had to reassemble this whole portion of the wall just to move some of that Technic bricks over. And then with that done, you can see this piece will attach right there, kind of hold that wall panel in place, and allow us to build the rest of it. So the whole point of that is just to open this up and give us a play feature. I was thinking this was going to be some sort of exploding element, but what it's created is a little hinge piece to allow access into that. So kind of like a dollhouse style piece. So the last thing we're going to do is put these jumper tiles all the way around the perimeter of this little hut, a little crafting, smelting area. Bunch of jumper tiles. There it is. So that completes bag number 3. So that's also going to complete part 1 of this build. You can see we've got some of the village started. We have Steve and one of the villagers, and we're going to continue on with this pretty big village in the next part. So don't forget to check out the links I have down below. If you're not subscribed, subscribe so you don't miss any other parts of this video, as well as all of the other future videos that I do. I do a ton of Lego build videos on this channel. So if you love what you saw here, you'll love everything else on my channel. So check it all out, and we'll see you in the future.